All right, part two, we're talking about race in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. We was telling you guys I had two SSIs, one Hispanic guy, one white guy. When they were at work, they were buddies and friends and chopping it up, and everything was great. And I asked the white guy, I said, well, what happens if one day you turn the corner and you see him getting clicked on by some white guys? I mean, what you gonna do? Like, he's like, shit, like, you know. And I asked him the same question, well, what happens if you see him getting clicked on by a bunch of Mexican guys? And he's like, yeah, nothing. They have to walk away. They have to turn. They cannot. If they were getting stabbed up and he was dying, even though they acted like they were the best of friends, and I honestly believe they probably were very good fucking friends. But there's just these rules that you have to live and die by whenever you're in there, and your race is a very big part of it. Texas Department of Criminal Justice does not segregate inmates. It's not like, okay, the white guy is gonna get in a cell with another white guy. They do separate and segregate people. It maybe segregates the wrong word. They house people according to like age and body type. Like, cause you don't want no big old guy like me in there with some fragile 85-year-old guy, or you don't want some, size and age and that kind of, they want to keep, it's supposed to be similar. And now that's not to say that it always is, because I've seen some big damn discrepancies as far as that goes, because people lose weight, they put on weight, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, back to the race thing. So it's one of those deals where people will go to prison, they fall in with their race out of, it's the inmates created the segregation, you know what I mean, for safety, numbers, money, and there's like, you got to think of it like in systems or groups. It's like one, like say inmates. So you have inmates is everybody, right? And then you have like a subgroup of convicts, which are inmates, but they're like a subgroup, like in a hierarchy. It's not the same as the inmate. And then you have from the convicts and the inmates, they all branch out into different races, and those races all branch out into different gangs. So you see it starts to get pretty complex fairly quickly here, right? Man, and I'll tell you now getting to, as far as race goes, I've actually seen some pretty bizarre things too. Like I saw a black guy with a Nazi symbol and a Hitler tattooed on him, and lightning bolts and like some very white racist tattoos on him. And then he also had a Muslim moon or something he had also tattooed on him. And he was just, I think he was in SEG, so I think he was just raising hell. I don't know what he was trying to say. Maybe he's not going to run with anybody, or he hates everybody, or I don't know what it was, but that's a whole nother thing. Now I'm going to do a part three, and this will be the last part three, and I'm going to talk about race and bosses.